Okay, so welcome to episode 1 of Geneijin 101. This is going to cover Alex. So, the first thing we're going to do is talk about character-specific stuff. And one of those things is that stand medium kick or standing heavy kick into palm works against Alex, just like it does against Hugo. So, there are two ways to start your combo with this. It's off of forward medium kick, and then walk forward standing heavy kick. You can also just do it off of walk forward standing medium punch into heavy kick, which is a little bit more difficult. Now, that exact same combo is the maximum damage that you can get other than doing Carapoms. And Carapoms in general against Alex are not worth doing, for the most part. They're a little bit harder to do. So the very basic combos that you can do, if you're a scrub, forward medium kick, fierce, forward medium kick, forward fierce, delay, medium punch, dash punch into medium punch, shoulder, forward fierce, far stand fierce. If you are a little bit better at the game, obviously, you can be doing forward medium kick, palm. Now, the thing about forward medium kick, palm is that the enders that you can do off of this, upkick enders mostly whiff against Alex, unless you delay your upkick enough to make it worth doing. But it also doesn't give you the maximum damage, and it also doesn't increase your damage and give you the same Oki that you would get off of another combo. So if you want Okizeme, instead of allowing your opponent to be standing with you here after your combo, which is actually the ideal position for Yun, because you don't want to be near Alex anyway. Just like against Dudley or Urien or Denjin Ryu or something, you don't want to get back thrown, you don't want to be forced to guess, and you certainly don't want to be forced into a situation where your opponent can command throw you or has a very far throw. Yun against Alex, Alex's normal throw is a 1-frame quick get up. So if you don't get your quick rise at the correct timing, he can really screw with you on wake up. So it's important to try and make sure that you are staying out of the corner if at all possible. But if you do want to do Okizeme, then you're going to be doing double medium punch shoulder enders. And then into crouching medium punch upkicks. And then you have your reset. Now it's important to keep in mind that when you're doing these Oki setups against Alex, if he does quick rise off of it, then you can walk over him. So let me set that up so that the opponent is going to quick rise and showcase that real quick. So as you can see, you can just walk right over him. You can dash punch over him, you can universal overhead over his body, among other things. So when doing combos against Alex, you need to be making sure that you're either keeping yourself safe or going for Oki depending on your health, your meter, and obviously after Geneijin you're not going to have a whole lot of meter, so you want to be taking your risks appropriately. You don't want to be doing this when Alex has a bar and a half a meter, and also you don't want to be allowing him to get into a situation where he can just EX stomp. If you're at this position and he EX stomps when he lands, you can just forward parry it. If he does heavy kick stomp, you can just hit back and attempt to block, and if you don't block it, you'll end up parrying it if you do it last second. So this negates the boots aspect of Alex on wake up, although you can meaty him out of boots as well. So if you are going to be meatying your opponent after your Oki, you can do 2 immediate crouching medium punches, but it's safer to do 1 and then choose what you want to do. So if you're really greedy for meter and you're very good at timing your Oki, 2 crouching medium punches is fine. But also remember that you're very close to Alex, so if you want to back up a step, like do 1 crouching medium punch, back up just a little bit where you're still in range for, taking that 1 step forward, and then getting close to a medium kick as like an option parry type thing, then go for that. Now, you also have the other universal combo, which is Kara standing Fierce Punch, Walk Palm, and this is the best combo that you can be doing if you want to get resets, or if you want to play risky and go for resets. And the reason for that is because you can reset off of both Palm, and you can also reset off of the far stand Fierce. So off of Palm, you get a decent reset off of Jump Medium Kick, and then also you get a decent reset off of the far stand Fierce into Jump Medium Kick. Now, when you're going for maximum damage, this is the max damage combo. Otherwise, doing the 1, 2, 3 activate into forward medium kick, palm is actually slightly more damage than doing the forward medium kick into far stand roundhouse into palm combo by 3 points of damage. It's also easier, in my opinion. So you have 2 real enders against Alex. You have the Oki ender, and then you have the reset ender, as we'll call it, which also works on Dudley, and it works on Hugo as well. So when you're doing freestyle stuff, especially after resets, making sure that you do your timing correctly on your dash punch is important. So when you're doing resets off of dash punch, off of far stand heavy punch, or far stand medium kick, you're going to be needing to do a light punch shoulder to reset, or to re-corner. And the reason for this is because sometimes he will be a little bit too low. And sometimes he won't. So if you're comfortable with your timings on your forward medium kick into standing, medium standing far fierce or whatever, then do whatever it is that you want to do. You also have the ability to put your opponent in the mid screen, and the reason why you would want to do this is because even if they don't quick rise, right? If you get this and then you cross them up, or you go for jump forward dive kick, if they quick rise, they put themselves back towards the corner even more. But also, if they don't quick rise, you're not within 1 throw's length of being re-cornered. So let's turn quick stand off, and we'll show the same setup, which is just the same combo except doing crouching medium punch upkicks instead of the forward fierce into stand fierce. So as you see here, you're at perfect distance for, close stand medium kick, close stand medium punch, all those different choices, and you're also basically just past this point. So even if Alex were to throw you, like this. So if Alex is here and he throws you, you're not cornered yet. You still have to take like one of these on block, or one of these, like jump into this in order to corner you. So when you're going for Oki setups, going for Oki like that as opposed to keeping them cornered is a viable option as well. And you have to worry less about stomp. You can you can close stand medium kick as a way to beat stomp or to beat guard jump. So that is also a very viable option as well. Being able to go high-low and stuff is super important. There's also a random ass thing that you can do against Alex, which basically allows you to walk up crouch medium kick into upkicks after that combo, which is your absolute best ender, but it's like TAS only sort of ender. It's not worth it. The only person who goes for that shit is Shinta, and he does it mostly because he can. And it's not consistent when he does it. He whiffs it like 80% of the time. So now let's talk about resets. When you're doing resets against your opponent, if you're doing forward fierce into medium punch, immediate dash punch, then you're going to end up whiffing like that, which means you have to take a step forward. But if you take a step forward, your close stand medium punch will whiff a lot, just like that. So off of this particular reset, if you're going to take that step forward off of the medium punch dash punch, close stand medium kick or far stand heavy punch are going to be your best options. You also have the option just to go for heavy punch dash punch, which allows you to do close stand medium punch, which is what you should really be doing in the corner, that is. Now, mid-screen, if you want to be doing this particular reset, if you walk too much, you'll actually go to the opposite side of him, and you will jump in the opposite direction, like that. Now, in order to stop doing this, you basically have to delay your dash punch a little bit. So in order to make sure that you're getting your right timing, just delay your dash punch off of your shoulder. No big deal. Now, the other thing that you can do to reset him is off of a shoulder, Kara close standing medium kick, or far standing medium kick, I should say, and then you can super jump reset. And it's also a viable option. You also have the, close stand medium kick, etc. Now, there's not a whole lot of special things against Alex, but when you are going for enders that have far fierce or far medium kick or whatever, you can make sure to just go for Oki ender if you are too scared to go for the dash punch into side swap mix-up thing. Just try to get comfortable with both if you can. Now, let's talk about Zembo Tension. So against as doing Zembo Tension, right? If you do forward medium kick, forward fierce, you have to delay your dash punch after the forward fierce, otherwise it will whiff completely. Or it will give you a situation like that which isn't beneficial to you. So just delay. You can also do palm instead. And then you have the character specific one, which is 4 to 6 hits, and then Zembo Tension, upkicks, medium punch shoulder, forward medium kick, medium punch shoulder, forward fierce, stand fierce. Now, the other resets also work, or I should say the resets off of this work. Side swap. And sometimes off of this reset you'll get situations like that, which means you actually have to delay your jump. Now, when going for Zempo Tension against Alex, he's going to be attempting to go for Stomp. So if you're, just doing boom, 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 throw in a standing medium kick every once in a while. Same thing if you're doing, medium kick, crouch light kick, or whatever, because dealing with Stomp can be a pain in the ass. But the closer you can stay to your opponent, the harder it is for them to Stomp. So you have to be really good with your pressure, otherwise Alex can get out for free, basically. And you risk taking a knockdown. Ideally, you can also do the jump medium punch reset, which will do just that and allow you to continue your combo. But I am mistiming it. There we go. So another special thing about this is that if you were to do the heavy punch dash punch instead of the medium punch dash punch against Alex, you can really fuck with them. Because you can walk over and then go to the other side. And then continue to push them back towards the corner. So you have multiple ways of where and how you can do your universal overhead against Alex. So it makes it a little bit more difficult as the Alex player to read, where am I landing and is he walking under me or not? Because with the Fierce Punch one, right, you can actually just walk under him and then go for like Zempo stuff. Also, don't be afraid to do enders that end with dash punch, because the timing difference between getting up from dash punch and getting up from the other one, the crouching medium punch upkicks one, is different. So you have slightly different timing for your resets off of that. And also, a dash punch reset puts you just out of Kara throw range for Alex. So you don't really have to move after your upkicks reset. Because at the upkicks reset, you actually have to take a step back. And if he doesn't quick rise, and even if he does quick rise, in order to get out of throw range. So dash punch, you don't really have to in a lot of situations. And you can, if you want to, also just to build some space. So Oki's MA and stuff is a little bit harder against Alex, but all of his normals when he's getting up are relatively slow. So you don't really have to worry about anything other than him attempting to command throw you, a normal throw, or a wake up stomp for the most part. Because waking up crouch lights, they're both low parryable. One of them's high-low parryable. Alex has very few true lows. Crouching medium kick, crouching light kick, and crouching heavy kick, to my knowledge, are his only true lows. So waking up against him and having to worry about low parrying isn't really an issue because he can't get anything off of the lows other than crouch light kick into super. So if he has meter, that is what it is. It doesn't combo off of, it doesn't combo into EX slash, doesn't combo into a bunch of other things. So Alex is sort of dead in the water, sort of like Chun-Li, when you are doing Oki against him. So this has been the your guide on how to do combos against Alex. A lot of them are, pretty simple. The goal is just to get as much damage as possible against him because he has very high life. But to end this, I will talk about Carapoms for the fancy people. Carapoms on Alex require a faster timing because it's very difficult to get 5 in a row. And my execution is terrible right now. So it's very much like the twins with the timing for Carapoms, except unlike the twins, you can actually full Carapom Alex. It's just the same timing as getting multiple Carapoms on the twins, except just in a row. So ideally, you can do the whatchamacallit, the universal combo with Carapoms as well, but it's not necessary. You can just do the Carafierce, it's fine. But they both work, just as good. There's no difference in damage or anything like that. So Carapoms are not worth it at all. Not even this one. Although this one does the highest theoretical maximum damage. Which is, I believe, 94. So if you're comfortable doing them, I mean, I'm relatively comfortable and I still don't go for it, then by all means. But it's a risk that you don't need to take. Because 90 versus 94 damage is, it's not worth the extra 4 damage for like 2% increase in combo damage. But to each their own. And this has been Geneijin 101. Alex.